Have you noticed subtle but concerning changes in someone you love? Maybe they've grown quieter, weaker, or simply different. Many people assume that life's final chapter arrives suddenly, but in reality, the body often gives quiet warnings, sometimes months or even a year before. These signs can be easy to overlook, yet recognizing them can help us provide the best possible care, love, and comfort in our loved one's final stage. In this video, we'll explore 5 of the most common but often unnoticed signs that someone may be nearing the end of their journey. By understanding these signals, we can offer support, ease discomfort, and make the most of the precious time we have left. Before we dive into these important signs, we encourage you to take a moment to subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on valuable insights like this. If you find the information helpful, please like this video. It helps others discover it too. And if you know someone who might benefit from this message, don't hesitate to share it with them. We'd also love to hear from you in the comments below. Your thoughts, questions, and experiences are what make our community stronger, and they inspire us to create more content that matters. So let's get started. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. One of the first quiet warnings is a noticeable decrease in appetite and thirst. As the body begins to slow down, it no longer requires as much energy, and the desire for food naturally fades. You may notice your loved one eating only a few bites of their favorite meals or showing little interest in drinking water. This change can be unsettling, but it's a natural part of the process. Forcing food or fluids isn't necessary and can sometimes cause discomfort. Instead, offering small sips, moistening their lips, or simply being present with them can provide the comfort they need. Another quiet warning that a loved one may be nearing life's final stage is extreme and persistent fatigue. You might notice them sleeping much more than usual, finding even simple activities exhausting, or struggling to stay awake during conversations. This kind of fatigue isn't just about feeling tired. It's a sign that the body is conserving its remaining energy as essential functions begin to slow down. The heart may not be pumping as efficiently, circulation weakens, and oxygen levels drop, making every movement feel like a challenge. This can be difficult for families to witness, especially when a once active loved one suddenly becomes withdrawn and less engaged. They may no longer have the strength to do the things they once loved, whether it's reading, gardening, or even sitting up for long periods. It's important to understand that this isn't something they can control, and encouraging them to push through the exhaustion often does more harm than good. Instead, this is a time to focus on comfort, allowing them to rest as much as they need, while ensuring they have the support and reassurance they deserve. Fatigue at this stage is often accompanied by a loss of appetite, another quiet but significant sign that the body is preparing for its final transition. Another subtle yet profound sign that a loved one may be nearing the end of life is changes in breathing patterns. You may notice periods of irregular breathing, where they take shallow breaths followed by long pauses, or a distinct rhythm known as Cheyne-Stokes breathing, a cycle of deep, rapid breaths followed by moments where it seems as if they've stopped breathing altogether. These shifts can be unsettling to witness, but they are a natural part of the body's process. As it slows down, the lungs begin to work less efficiently, and carbon dioxide levels rise, triggering these changes. Some may experience a gentle rattling sound, often referred to as the death rattle, caused by fluid collecting in the throat as the swallowing reflex weakens. While these sounds can be distressing for loved ones, they do not necessarily indicate discomfort for the person experiencing them. Keeping the air around them humidified, adjusting their position, or offering gentle reassurance with a calming voice and presence can bring comfort. These breathing changes can come and go, sometimes stabilizing before shifting again, which can make it difficult to predict exactly how close they are to their final moments. But when these patterns become more pronounced, occurring more frequently, it is often a signal that the body is preparing for its final transition. A profound but often overlooked sign that a loved one is nearing life's final stage is withdrawal from the world around them. They may become less engaged in conversations, responding with only a nod or a faint smile instead of words. Once familiar interactions like sharing stories or acknowledging visitors may fade as they retreat inward. This is not a rejection of those around them, but rather a natural shift as they turn their focus away from the external world and toward their inner experience. You might notice longer periods of silence, closed eyes even when awake, or a sense that they are no longer fully present in the moment. Some may even seem to be speaking to or seeing loved ones who have already passed, describing visions or whispering names of those who are not physically in the room. These moments can feel mysterious or even unsettling, but they are often a source of comfort for the person experiencing them. They may be finding peace in familiar voices from the past or preparing themselves for the next stage of their journey. The best way to support them through this transition is with gentle presence. There is no need to force conversation. Just being there, offering a warm touch or soft words can be enough. If they do choose to speak, listen without interruption, honoring their words as part of this deeply personal process. Another quiet yet profound sign that a loved one may be approaching life's final stage is a noticeable change in their breathing patterns. In their final days or hours, breathing may become irregular, shallow, or even paused for extended moments before resuming. You may notice long gaps between breaths, a rhythm that once felt steady, now disrupted by pauses or sudden changes in pace. Some may experience what is known as Cheyne-Stokes breathing, a pattern of deep, rapid breaths, followed by periods of no breathing at all. This can be unsettling for those witnessing it, but it is a natural part of the body's gradual slowing down. There may also be sounds that seem distressing, such as a soft rattling or gurgling, often referred to as the death rattle. This occurs when the body loses the ability to clear fluids from the throat. But despite how it may sound, it is not necessarily uncomfortable for the person experiencing it. These changes are simply the body adjusting as it prepares for its final transition. The best way to support a loved one through this phase is to remain calm and provide comfort however you can. Speaking softly, playing soothing music, or simply holding their hand can create a peaceful environment. If needed, small adjustments like repositioning them or using a humidifier may help ease discomfort. This is a time to focus on presence, not on fixing what cannot be changed. Understanding these breathing changes allows you to approach this moment with less fear and more acceptance, offering reassurance to both yourself and your loved one as they take their final steps on this journey. Another subtle yet deeply significant sign that a loved one may be nearing life's final stage is a growing sense of withdrawal from the world around them. You may notice that they are less interested in conversations, no longer responding as they once did, or simply closing their eyes for longer periods, even when others are present. This withdrawal is not about ignoring loved ones. It is a natural shift inward as the body and mind begin focusing on the transition ahead. They may seem distant, lost in thought, or even unaware of their surroundings at times. Some may still acknowledge visitors with a faint smile or a gentle squeeze of the hand, while others may not react at all. Words may become fewer, and eventually, silence may take their place. This does not mean they do not hear or feel your presence. In fact, hearing is often one of the last senses to fade, meaning they may still be aware of the loving voices around them, even if they cannot respond. This stage can be difficult for family and friends, as it may feel like they are slipping away before they have physically left. But it is important to remember that this withdrawal is not rejection. It is part of the natural process of letting go. The best way to offer comfort is through gentle presence, a quiet room, and words of love spoken softly. Even in the absence of conversation, your presence alone can be a source of deep peace. Holding their hand, playing familiar music, or simply sitting beside them can provide a sense of warmth and reassurance. This is a time to let go of expectations and simply be with them, honoring their journey in whatever way feels right. As they turn inward, they are finding their own way forward, and your quiet support is a powerful gift in their final moments. The final quiet warning that a loved one may be nearing life's final stage is the presence of frequent infections and slow healing. As the body begins to wear down, its immune system weakens, making it more susceptible to infections. You may notice that what once seemed like a minor cold or a small cut now takes much longer to heal, or that they seem to catch every illness that's going around. This can be especially concerning if you see them experiencing recurrent respiratory infections, urinary tract infections, or skin infections. Infections that once would have cleared up quickly now linger, and the body's ability to fight them off becomes increasingly compromised. This isn't a sign of something isolated or temporary. It's a clear indication that the body is no longer able to recover the way it used to. Even antibiotics or other treatments that were once effective may seem less helpful, requiring longer courses of medication or repeated treatments. At this stage, it's important to focus on comfort rather than cure, offering fluids, maintaining good hygiene, and making sure they are as comfortable as possible can make a world of difference in maintaining their quality of life. The body's inability to heal quickly can also affect more subtle areas like mouth sores, skin ulcers, or even pressure sores if they are less mobile. The focus at this point is on providing relief, ensuring hydration, and offering supportive care. This period of frequent infections and slow healing is a reminder that the body is preparing for its final transition, and it's the perfect time to ensure that your loved one feels supported, cared for, and surrounded by love as their body slowly begins to let go. As we reflect on these 5 subtle but important signs, it's clear that recognizing these changes early can make a world of difference in how we support our loved ones as they near life's final stage. Significant weight loss, extreme fatigue, cognitive confusion or withdrawal, frequent infections and slow healing, and changes in breathing patterns. All of these are signals from the body, gently guiding us to prepare for what's to come. While each of these signs can be difficult to see, they offer us a chance to provide better care, more comfort, and to cherish the time we have left together. It's easy to feel helpless when faced with the reality of our loved one's decline, but understanding these signs allows us to respond with compassion and clarity rather than fear or denial. We don't need to fix what can't be fixed. Instead, we can focus on making their remaining time as meaningful, peaceful, and filled with dignity as possible. So, if you are noticing some of these signs in someone close to you, take a deep breath and remember that you are not alone in this journey. Many families have walked this path before, and though it's never easy, knowing what to expect can help you find the strength, patience, and peace you need. Use these signs not to fear the inevitable, but to approach it with love and acceptance. Cherish the moments you have, offer comfort, and allow yourself to be present for your loved one, helping them feel safe, loved, and not alone in their final transition. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this information helpful, we encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences with us. Your comments mean a great deal, and they help us continue creating meaningful content that can support and inspire others going through similar challenges. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video so we can continue providing valuable insights and support. Take care of yourself and your loved ones, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.